Okay, Ohlone Community College District Resolution Number 04/2122, Deaf Awareness Month, International Week of the Deaf, and International Day of Sign Languages, September 2021. Whereas the Ohlone Community College District has one of the largest populations of deaf students, faculty, and staff among colleges and universities in the world. And whereas Fremont is also the home of one of the largest schools for the deaf in the world, the California School for the Deaf, and the Bay Area deaf community is recognized as one of the most vibrant deaf communities in the world. And whereas the month of September has been designated as Deaf Awareness Month by the National Association of the Deaf, the last week of September has been designated as the International Week of the Deaf by the World Federation of the Deaf, and the last Sunday of September has been designated as the International Day of Sign Languages by the World Federation of the Deaf. And whereas the Ohlone Community College District continues its commitment toward a fully inclusive community, and Ohlone College and the Ohlone Community College District recognizes and embraces the deaf community as one of the unique cultural groups that contributes to the dynamic college environment on campus. And whereas the Ohlone Community College District is proud of its worldwide reputation of excellence in providing post-secondary opportunities to deaf students. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Ohlone Community College District Board of Trustees proudly participates in the celebration of Deaf Awareness Month, the International Week of the Deaf, and the International Day of Sign Languages, and encourages all faculty, staff, and students to promote and join in the appropriate celebrations and observances throughout the college district, soon to be passed and adopted this 8th day of September 2021. Now I will entertain a motion at this time.
Mr. Chair, I move approval of the resolution as presented.
For a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved by Trustee Bonacorsi and seconded by Trustee Chan. Any comments from the board? I would just like to echo a lot of what the resolution says about one of the unique cultural groups that we have on campus that oftentimes is overlooked or underappreciated for the value that they bring to the campus and our community. And being one of their members, I am happy to be a part of this board and this college district that can honor this group. And so we look forward to the continued achievements and value that they bring to the college campus. Okay. This time then, we can do a roll. Do I have to do a roll call vote, or do we have to? Okay. It's okay. Could I have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Hamilton.
Aye.
Mr. Bonacorsi.
Aye.
Ms. Giovannini Hill. Mr. Vaughn.
Aye.
Ms. Martinez. Aye. Dr. Sharma.
Aye.
Ms. Chan. Aye. Dr. Waters.
Aye. Proclamation has passed. Shelby, is there anyone from the college community accepting? Hi, Professor Zhao, you can unmute yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Nam Jo. I'm a counselor for our deaf and hard-of-hearing students at Ohlone College. It is such an honor to accept this proclamation. On behalf of the Deaf Studies Division, I absolutely appreciate the President and the Board of Trustees and the support that you have given us throughout the years. It's an honor to serve the deaf and hard of hearing student population at Ohlone, the interpreter students and the ASL students. You can imagine the Deaf Studies Division has been around since 1972. So time has really flown, and we are now our 49th year, with next year being our 50th year anniversary. We could absolutely not work and operate without the support of the college and the administration. And it's an extreme honor to have that support. My colleague, Tom Holcomb, gave a workshop for ODIAC last year, and it was entitled For the Deaf Community. Ohlone College is not just any community college. Reason being, if we look at the strong diversity and the vibrant deaf community that we serve, we have the privilege of having such diversity and intersectionality as a part of our deaf community. One example of that is we have deaf-blind populations, we have deaf-queer populations, deaf undocumented students, LGBT, deaf people of color from various communities, and also deaf plus included amongst our populations. What we all have in common as a group, as the deaf community, is the use of sign language and our culture. No matter what the backgrounds, no matter where we've all come from, we have in common a sign language, which brings us all together, and it is the thread that is the fabric of our community. Many deaf people come in from all over: Sacramento, Southern California, San Jose, San Francisco, Santa Rosa. They come to Ohlone because there's a critical mass here of community and culture. So while they have services available in other places and interpreters and whatnot, they don't have the wealth of services that we enjoy here, the inclusion, the interpreting services that we have, or even the direct communication, being able to sign to people in our community. Ohlone is the only institution that offers that. I'm honored to be a part of that. We also have a tutoring lab that allows students to communicate directly in sign language. And students are able to interact with sign language students, interpreting students, as well as deaf students. So our community works very closely together, and we value that. This being our 49th year, absolutely amazing. And again, I appreciate the support that we've enjoyed from the college. The World Federation of the Deaf has recognized the month of September as Deaf Awareness Month. But signing is also recognized as a human right. It is our human right, a basic human right. Less than 10% of deaf babies are born into families that sign, or deaf families. 90% of children who are born deaf are born into hearing families. They're born into families where there is no communication, and they're deprived of that communication. It's essential that they are exposed to knowledge and information, and that they're able to absorb things in their environment. We are lucky to have the support that we have here from Ohlone. Last, before I close, I do want to encourage that you all watch the movie that was just released, CODA. It's very popular right now. And CODA means Child of Deaf Adults, and that's the acronym is CODA. It's funny, it's heartbreaking, and all of what you see there is a deaf family's perspective, their perspective on the world, and the barriers and obstacles that they have faced, and the struggles that they face. And so getting some understanding for their life view. It's a very good movie to watch. It's available right now on Apple TV. So once again, I want to thank you all for the honor of accepting the proclamation, as well as, again, the support. But I'd also like to bring up one of our ASL Club student officers to say a couple of words, Ms. Tasia Kishna. Thank you so very much, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on now to item 5, Suicide Prevention Awareness Month Proclamation, and that'll be read by Trustee Bonacorsi.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ohlone Community College District Resolution Number 5, 21-22, Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Whereas suicide is an extremely complex but prevent